lighting better.
Do I need to be on a different account?
No, you can be on Uncle Buck's.
Okay.
Or you can just, if you just pull up Uncle Buck's, you can watch the live. Okay, we got 2. All right, we got 2.
I caught
Intro noise.
Yeah. Are you on, Press?
I'm on.
All right.
Hello from Michigan.
Hello,
From
hello.
Steve.
Yeah, we have a new commentator tonight. Presley, my daughter-in-law, the one that designs all the T-shirts, and we have the boys here and some of the dogs.
Great.
John, you want to say hello?
Say hello to the camera.
Come here. Hey, come here.
John,
Come here. Come here.
Right there.
Right there. Say hi.
Hi. Morton says, "What's up from KY?" I'm assuming that's
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
How'd you guys fare in Kentucky this week?
Oklahoma got hammered.
Yeah, but I had to make a trip to Tulsa today to get my aunt to the airport, and it was pretty clear, but it's white everywhere.
Look, you got a knot in your lip.
He got candy.
I know.
Nana gave him candy. But we survived. Never had to start up the generator.
Morton says.
Never had to start up the generator. Yep, of course. Yep, there we go.
Morton says, "Just got a 1961 C10 Apache.
Hey, you.
Wanting to put
Hey, you.
in a LS. It's freezing."
Yeah.
Then Byron says, "Hello from Alabama."
Alabama.
Greenbow,
Alabama. That's right.
Michigan was cold, terrible.
Yeah.
From Steve.
Can you guys hear Presley okay?
Hopefully.
She has one of these microphones on.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was going to say, I thought you had 2.
I have to. She hasn't.
I do.
She hasn't. Well, I guess the question I got to ask is, did everybody survive? Did anybody have any problems? How about Project Headquarters up there on the East Coast, up there, way up there on the East Coast?
How many batteries did you guys buy?
Exit 343 says, "No shop tonight, too cold."
Yeah.
What's up, Uncle?
Christina refused to go out in the garage. She took us off last week, and it's twice as cold now, and she refused. So we're doing it in the den. I think I might set it up for in the den. I've got my bookcase and all my memorabilia and stuff in that corner. I might pull the love seat out of there and put some chairs in there and do it from there. Because it'll be cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter, that's for sure.
There you go. How many are there?
Plus, this is the first live that we got the whole family here.
Yeah, we got everybody.
Hi, Dinky.
Steve said, "Water froze. Thought I had it good, but heater
No.
in pit shut off."
I'm just glad everybody's okay. Yeah, and it surprised me that I didn't have to use that generator. We never lost power. I think it's for down here in the Oklahoma area, it got cold enough before the moisture came in and never stuck to the trees or the power lines. Yeah. It just hit the ground. Yeah, because if it had been slushy, wet, before, and then froze, then we'd be in trouble.
The ground power boxes would have bad.
Yeah, it'd have been bad. It would have been bad.
Exit says, "Up here in northern Arizona, we barely got any snow, but it's cold, cold, cold outside. Been down in the tens."
I remember driving through Arizona that was like the one state that I never wanted to stop in during the winter because it was like clear during the day, but as soon as it hit night, it just starts snowing.
Are you talking about Flagstaff?
Yep.
Yeah, I love Flagstaff. It's so beautiful, though.
I don't know if you guys saw. Did you like the new T-shirt design? The big block T-shirt design? What'd you do for your hot rod today? You can thank that one over there for that. She thought it up. She's got the touch. She's pretty good at that stuff. I'm not any good. Yep, we got babies and dogs and Minnie. Hush.
She can come in here. She probably just sit next to me. She can come in here.
Steve said -27 Saturday with wind chill.
No.
No.
Pipes froze.
No.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm in.
Gertie. Sit down, Gertie. Sit down.
You
Oh,
guys hear me?
but
Steve said it was -27 Saturday with a wind chill.
yeah,
That was
with the
the
wind
night-
chill. Yeah.
That was the night the pipes froze.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
night.
I can't. I mean, I grew up in Wisconsin, and I can't imagine, and I can't remember that. You know, I lived through the ice storm of '77. You know, only time I remember the power ever went out in Wisconsin. Yeah, that
Power
was.
goes out in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was a bad storm. Yeah, yeah, that was a bad storm. Anyways, let's see. We got the new T-shirts. We got the
B&A Engine Works.
We got, yep, we are sponsored. We got to throw the sponsor link. B&A Engine Works out of Van Buren, Arkansas. All the link and information is all down below. And the link for the T-shirt store is down below also. Also, don't forget the Summit Super. By the way, I wanted to say thank you. You guys have been clicking the hell out of that and work using it, and the views are up and the clicks are up, so that's always a good thing.
You didn't tell them the big news about Temu?
Yeah, I got reached out yesterday by Temu. They have a influencer and affiliate program, and I know Temu's kind of like got a bad rep, but I mean, they got some storage stuff and some bins and things that I would probably take. But this, I've never bought anything from Temu, and I've been trying to talk to these two about it. And
I think it's just a great value Amazon.
but I mean,
it's kind of hard to mess up a tote or shelves or stuff like that. So I mean, and if you can get them as cheap as possible, stuff that you're not really looking to spend a whole lot of money on. I mean, you can get
yeah,
pretty close to
and let's see, the engine is, and I'm just looking for ways to help you guys get a better deal. That's like I'm in talks with the Four Queens in Vegas for a affiliate program. See if I can get a code for you guys if you guys want to make a trip to Vegas and stay on Fremont Street. Because I'm going. Uncle Mike reached out. Uncle Mike, you online tonight?
He hasn't checked in yet.
Okay. And anyways,
Larry did say ice heating guys have been running like scolded dogs.
yeah. And I mean, on the way from Fort Smith to Tulsa, I hit nothing but bucket trucks and electric trucks heading north. I mean, and east, west and north. I mean, they were lined up 5, 6, 8 deep, just hauling on the highway. Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to get, they say there's going to be a redo Friday or Saturday.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Wednesday, oh, really? Tomorrow? And
No.
Next week.
oh, I thought it was this week.
No.
Next week. We'll see if it rolls off. I'm hoping for it.
Yeah. But, let me see. I want to know if you guys have seen I put one up on my Facebook page, and I put a couple of links up. Like I used the picture of the Tunnel Ram T-shirt as for tonight's live. What do you guys think of the designs? I like them. I like them a lot. I've had a really great response about the big block one. What have you done for your hot rod today? What have you done for your hot rod today?
I have not done nothing because I do not have a hot rod
Exit
yet.
says last week I asked about I'm probably going to butcher this, blow-by? Blow-by?
Blow by?
Sure. Pulled the plugs and poured some sea foam down the cylinders to try and loosen the oil ring. Pulled the intake and changing out the 2-barrel intakes for a 4-barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you still having blow by issues or?
Wyatt, come on.
Me myself, I would have personally used Marvel Mystery Oil. I would have done that instead. But Seafoam's great. I mean, it's a detergent of sorts.
It's a generalized cleaner.
If you were going to do that, if you really wanted to break them rings loose, I would have probably just used PB Blaster in it.
Well, I mean, there comes a point where you're not trying to lubricate it because it's not that it's not lubricating. It's obviously lubricating because it's blow by.
Oh, you're the I told you about Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did you try the Lucas?
Exit did say I haven't got back to it yet. It's been way too cold, and I don't have a shop or garage to work out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve responded as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, I did. It was great. I bought a rear leaf bracket set for a 96 F-150 4x4, both sides under $65 on Temu.
Okay. And they fit good?
Well,
How long did it take you to get them? How long was the
weight.
shipping, the wait for the shipping?
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
And was there tariffs?
And was
Did
there?
you get off the dang tariffs?
No. Exit says I will use the Marvel Mystery Oil / Lucas
Go lay
when
down.
I get it back together.
Yeah. The Lucas oil treatment is really nice. But when you do the Marvel, fill up the cylinders with some Marvel, and then before you do your initial start, after you let them sit for a while, just cycle the engine, let all that Marvel come out, and then start it up.
It'll smoke a little bit when you first start it up, but it'll clean itself up. And it'll actually get in all them little pores and little bits and pieces, and the heat from the combustion will really bring it around. It should.
Plus that compression shoves that whatever Marvel is left in the into the rings.
Yeah.
Steve says 5 days worked great.
Cool. Very, very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. What'd you do at work this? Well, you didn't work Monday.
No, I didn't work Monday, but I tore down a small block today and made a friggin' mess.
Force gens are on national back order.
Yeah. We've been talking about this elusive LS motor that I'm supposed to rebuild for a few weeks now. And last word I got was they were 15. Motor was 15 days out. I already got the support kit, so like all the gaskets and all the goodies, head bolts and everything. Got all that. But the actual block itself, the long block itself, didn't get it. Because I don't know why, but
Dingle.
Crane Chevy is where it's coming from. Crane Chevy sends it all in pieces. So you have to assemble it.
That don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. But they said everything's on national back order.
Yeah.
So
He did pull one in today that was out in the lot, and he pulled it at 8 o'clock this morning. By 5 o'clock, it was still dripping water. It still had not thawed.
So much snow on it. Yeah.
Roscoe, go lay down.
It was a mix of like Lake Erie on the ground and motor oil and coolant. And my service manager, Jeremy, come walking by and he goes, Jesus, you think you're going to make a bigger mess? I'm like, can't help it. It's the water. By the way, if you guys have a fatigue pad or like a little rubber pad by your workbench you like to use to stand on, if you get water underneath that, it turns into skates.
It does.
Yeah, almost.
You mean like the stuff that I have out in the garage?
Yeah.
You know the
if it gets
the
water
mats.
Yeah, if it gets water underneath it, whee! Go for a ride.
Okay. All right.
So,
I still got to get over there sometime this next week coming up and get the update on the toolbox.
yeah, the hutch.
The hutch.
Here, come see the hutch.
It's pretty.
I'm about to order.
It's impressive.
I'm about to order some plug-in cab lights off of Amazon for it because.
I thought you were about to say Temu.
No,
Shameless
I gotta get
plug.
some. I gotta get some lighting for that thing because I just have this one little light, like work light, that flashlight type thing, and it's the only thing that lights up my workbench, and so I can't really hardly see anything in there.
All right,
Judy's
Minnie.
here. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy Ann.
How'd you do?
Larry says I found that out the hard way.
Oh, the skate.
Yeah. Steve says snowmobile tracks work great.
My dad always liked them for like in the he always used old snowmobile tracks for pads in the horse trailer
Oh, okay.
You know.
I see what he's saying now.
because it gives them something to grip onto if they're moving. You put the tread up.
Go lay down. Go lay down.
Go lay down. Go lay down. So go bug mom. Yeah.
Yeah, go bug mom. Go bug mom, Cyrano. Name that movie.
Starship Troopers.
Not you, fool.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. What else we got going on? I'm still trying to make a deal for the racetrack for a hard tire street class. Get that going for the year. I haven't been to the machine shop yet. It's been Santana's been kind of had her head down. She's been covered up and with the weather and everything. Yeah, I took 4 hours to get my aunt up to the airport. And then after I left and got back here, they found out they'd canceled her flights out of Dallas. So they're in a hotel room in Tulsa, waiting until in the morning to get a flight to Dallas to get back to Milwaukee. Yeah, Dallas is closed and doing things, but Milwaukee's open. And Chicago's open. Who knows?
Well, yeah, they're used to it.
They're used to it, yeah. Yeah.
So what's the daily buzz? What's the daily buzz?
Well, the daily buzz is the engine is done, and those videos will be coming out. And we're fixing to go probably this weekend and get a load full of electrical supplies to start wiring in the shop.
Ooh.
And I'm trying to find sources for distressed wood or just even like going to, I've heard, I don't know if you guys know about this. I've heard that you can go to like Home Depot and Ace Hardware and Lowe's and stuff like that and get damaged or blemished stuff.
Yeah.
That they just have piles of it, stuff that gets messed up in transit, things like that. And it's like pennies on the dollar, which if I could find OSB plywood, I would do that if it's damaged because, it's 5 foot in between centers. And so, if it's got a corner broken off of it, whatever, yeah, I could use all that stuff. Go lay down.
Lay down, man.
But yeah, no, it's.
Me and Presley just watched a video, and it had a cool little idea in there for decorations, and I wanted to tell you about it. But the wood made me think about it. They took apple crates.
Really?
Like the old school apple crates.
Yeah.
Broke them all apart to their individual pieces, individual slats, and they used that to line the walls.
Yeah, I mean that's the same kind of thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a guy, old friend of mine, offer me like 30 pallets, but they're just not.
Yeah.
They're not wide enough to get in between the 5 foot center to center.
Yeah.
They could go in between like the doors, and the shop doors and stuff.
Mhm.
But to get those, yeah, that
Well, no, I'm talking
You
about
might
it's like
have
if
to,
you use.
instead of looking at it like this,
yeah.
maybe add a bar in between
Or
the 5
or,
and then do them standing up.
Doing
or
vertical instead of
Yeah.
horizontal.
That's what I'm
Or-
thinking.
you take your O stock, your roofing O stock, put that on the wall, and then use the distressed wood to actually give it a design.
Yeah, we could do it. I mean, the
Ooh.
options are open. I need to borrow your miter saw.
Michael Scantlin says, "Is the grandbabies enjoying the snow?"
The grandbabies are okay. The 2-year-old is. The 1-year-old doesn't.
Yeah,
Yes.
Wyatt hates it.
Yes.
He fell one too many times. He just like, I'm done. I'm all done. I
Yeah.
don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
That's his favorite word right now. Oh, done.
all done, all done.
Speak of the devil, he shall.
Hey, why?
Exit says, "This weekend, hopefully, if the weather stays clear and warms up a few degrees, I'm going to pull the steering column out of my 85 C10 for a rebuild. Your video is as a guide really helps." Yes.
Yep, that's what it's all about. You guys got any questions, come up with any issues, throw me an email.
Yep.
Yep, throw me an email.
Yep. If you got any issues on like anything newer, shoot me a text, shoot an email. I'll get you an answer.
Yep. That's why old school, new school, you know, both ends of the coin, both sides of the coin.
Okay.
Call it 1-800-UNCLE-BUCK.
We have a question.
Okay.
From, I'm gonna butcher this name and I apologize in advance. Ijanga? Hey, Uncle Buck, I'm changing the steering column on my 77 K25. I have removed my current steering wheel sideways, but my tires are straight. Does this matter when removing the column?
No. It just you'll put it back in straight once you put it all back together again. Yep. No,
Gotcha.
you'll have to. The base plate has 5 bolts in it, and you'll have to kind of, maneuver it out of the hole. And you'll have to do the same thing going back in. Just make sure that when you put it in, make sure it's centered, and then you can play with it and put the steering wheel back in.
There's teeth. You can just pull it off, move a tooth, pull it off, move a tooth.
Yeah. You can get to work for you.
Larry says, check out the sawmills around you a lot of times. They'll have irregular wood.
Yeah, I got one just north of Uncle Dave's house. Yeah.
I think there's one right off of 64.
Well,
You know, when the one we passed coming back from lunch that day that was burning a whole bunch of wood?
yeah, well,
that
that's
like
that's a cabinet shop.
Oh.
And I'll be going down there they have like 1x2 strips for like filler and stuff, like you're saying, go in between the runners, the uprights and stuff. And you can pull up and they have this huge pile of scraps. You can just go get what you want.
Gotcha. And then Tanner Watson says, after a plug has darkened from a rich mixture, will it lighten back up after a jet change?
Yeah, it will.
A plug?
Yeah, a plug. Which is just it's talking about discoloring the porcelain inside the plug because of being rich.
Oh, yeah.
It will burn the deposit. If you get it back where it's right, it'll burn deposits off. Oil is the only thing it won't burn off, but deposits from being overly rich on the fuel, it'll clean itself up somewhat. Just you can take a like a fingernail file and just do it on the electrode, and it should be just fine. It's just not even only just on the porcelain; it also deposits on the electrode itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't changing it.
I was gonna say she ain't changed much.
Nope.
Right next every day.
Okay, while you're sitting here and you're watching, you're waiting for a question, smash that like button. Think about supporting the channel. Like I said, we got her new designs for t-shirts out there, and they're available and they're on the website, so you can get them ordered. I ordered a couple for myself, and I think I'm going to hang them up behind us just to show them off. I mean, they're really cool. She really hit a home run with both the new designs. Okay. She's really good at that stuff.
Tanner says, thank you. How do you read a plug when setting secondary jetting?
Well, I always did it at the drag strip, by time. I mean, you can, if you have a little sight glass, you can see where it's, putting deposits down, stuff like that. I mean, I never really got too deep into that. I got where you can read porcelain on the plugs, things like that. But when it comes to like really minute changes, be able to read it off the jets you change, I never got it. I just used my time. Go up 3 points or 2 points, make a run. If it got faster, do it again. Make a run. If it gets slower, back where you went. It's one change at a time. Yeah.
Plus, you don't want to make too much of a drastic change because then you don't know. You're basically just pissing into the wind.
Yeah, you don't know what worked and what didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too many things at once, and it's. You can always change the jet, and then you can always change the gap. A lot of guys used to cut the gap off. I know the elbow on it. I know guys used to cut that off.
Electrode?
Cut the electrode off and just make it flat, even, so that way it burns straight up, not to the side.
Steve says, I got a 86 Firebird this summer, planning a new motor for street drag, small tire, engine suggestions. Please.
383 with the updated fuel injection system. Is it a throttle body? 86, he said?
86. That's still
86
TBI.
Firebird.
Yeah, that's still TBI.
Or
Yeah.
carbureted.
That, well, it won't be a,
No, that's the third gen.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, that's
not-
the third gen. Yeah, it's third
that's
gen.
third gen. Yeah, that's TBI.
But yeah, put a 383, do a stroked
Yeah.
short block and clean up the ports and the runners and stuff in the heads.
Yep.
And,
Put a stage 2 cam in it.
well, I mean, the question is he going to run a computer or not? If he's going carburetor or not?
Mini-
Well, I mean, you suggested EFI, so he'd have to run.
Well, that's what some of them came with.
Yeah.
Minis in view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Mama Bear.
Let's
She's
see.
a whiny little girl.
Ajanga says, thanks, guys. One more question. I have a column shipped up on a cargo plane to me, but could only find an automatic one. If I'm correct, will I be able to use it no problem in a floor shift truck?
Yeah. If you got a 4 shifter, yeah, if it's the standard,
As long as it's not on the column, right?
as long as it's not on column, yeah, it's just all you do is for steering at that point for key switch and everything. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I did in the first truck.
And Tex.
Yeah, I took
We took a steering column out of a standard.
we took a 3 on the tree and put a regular automatic steering column in it, and then put it in the floor.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And then Tanner says, do you lose plug life when cutting the gap?
Yeah.
This is a street motor.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're basically widening that gap and you're making it fire really hot.
And it actually starts melting the electrodes.
Yeah.
And if you look at them in the box real close, the out of the porcelain, it's flat as a pancake. It's sharp, and over time they get rounded and they don't conduct electricity as well, and they get deposits on the inside. So yeah, that's why I was saying about a metal fingernail file, and on that electrode, and just filing it down, making it flat again, and regapping it helps out a bunch.
I found one the other day. Busted all the bits and spark plug. Busted all the bits. Ed brought it to me and he's like, so car's got a misfire. Holds the plug out and goes, I think I found it.
I found it.
Hey, let's see if that'll fire. And I have that spark plug tester.
Yeah, that's right.
So
You do.
I plugged it in and hit the thing on it. It didn't fire until we hit 7,000. Normally a spark plug will hit at like barely 500. It wouldn't make an actual contact.
Yeah.
I was like, that's impressive.
Steve says it's got a IT1 in it.
Yeah.
LT1.
Oh, okay.
LT1.
LT1. I got a 75 4-bolt. It's carb now.
Yeah.
Detruth says, hey guys, what budget priced aluminum radiator would you recommend for a C3 vet? And then Tim's 72 Demon made it, had a late dinner, and Mohawk said hi, and now he's saying hi to Tim's.
Hi. You could go anything from Jags or Summit brand.
Yeah.
Aluminum is always going to dissipate heat better, but for a Corvette, you got to have something that really
Moves.
gets rid of heat,
Yeah.
because there's not a lot of airflow the way they're designed. It's when it comes to cooling, it's not a good design. Pretty much no matter what year model you go with, unless you start like in the 50s when they had open grills.
Yeah.
Once they put the noses on them and airflow was an issue, that's why they're in there at an angle. Because the air's coming from underneath, it's not coming from the front. And then they have little air dams in them in the whole 9 yards. But yeah, anything that, call Jags or Summit up and see what they have,
I would recommend, if you're looking for an aluminum one, I would definitely recommend anything over 3-row, though, because once you so your stock is always going to be like 1 to 2. If you're going to go
One.
aluminum, you want to go up. So
Yeah.
like 3, 4. But you're gonna have to play with it. Like I've been looking at when we do the swap on my truck, possibly doing an aluminum one because we're gonna be putting a bigger motor in it. It's gonna be a lot more lively. It's gonna need to cool down a little bit more. But I've noticed that they'll make it as stock as possible, and then they'll give you like an add-on. So like my truck didn't come with oil cooler lines or engine oil cooler lines to the radiator. Well, I can get one with it. So it's however you want to set it up, but I definitely recommend.
But for a budget, Jakes or Summit.
Yeah, they're like I think nowadays how popular they are, or how slow they've been moving. I think they're about the same price as a brand new one from the parts store.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially for Corvette.
It probably could be even cheaper, but yeah. But if you're gonna go Summit, remember the link down below.
Tanner says, for breaking in an engine after the initial 20-minute startup, what are your ideal steps for seating the rings with the engine in the vehicle without a dyno?
Burnouts. No, I'm just playing.
No, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do with new.
Sorry. Tanner also said, hydro roller cam. Are you still running break-in oil for first 500?
Yes.
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 Yeah, and that's old school as it comes. Still break in oil, but here's what the deal is that even if it's like for the flat tap cam, it's 20 minutes, and then you change the oil, and then you put another set of break in, and then you change the oil again, and then you can run whatever you want to run after that. So it's 20 minutes, dump it, reload it, 300 miles or 3 hours or whatever you want to do, and then dump it again. That's what I'm going to do with the motor that's out in the garage, because I used my last set. I got them out of the bag. They were dusty. That bag had been up there on that shelf for a long time, but they were all there. Beautiful, genuine GM from the 80s. Beautiful, went in. Yeah, I'm really excited with a big thumping cam in it. I put a good sized cam in it. Yeah, it's going to thump. And with those ported 882 heads, I think it's going to run pretty good. So I have a spare in case I blow up the current engine in Bamalam when we go drag racing.
Michael says he and Thomas got outside today and started all the vehicles and got the ramp cleaned off so they can get out of the house. And Tanner says, are you steady driving for the first 300 miles, or how are you pushing the motor?
No.
Okay, you're not pushing the motor. Okay, you drive it like you would normally drive it. I've had a lot of old timers say if you're going to be beating on it when you're breaking it in, beat on it when you're breaking and drive it like you're gonna drive it. But just regular, make sure it's not overheating. Once you do that 20-minute break in, then you're just gonna putt around for 300 to 500 miles, change the oil, and then you're good to go.
Some guys I've talked to, they'll do when they do their 500 mile drain from the break-in, they'll recheck everything like torques and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'll do that too. Yeah, you got to retorque.
So like certain torques. So like obviously, you can check your head bolts, but 9 times out of 10 they're not going to be loose.
Yeah, if you got headers, they're going to have loosened off.
Everything's right there. I mean, all you got to do is take a valve cover off, and you can recheck everything on the top end.
I missed my chance on getting a run stand from a friend several months back. I should have pulled the trigger on it. But I mean, they're getting where they're not expensive. Well, I mean, they're expensive, but I mean, I could have got a really good deal on it, and I passed on it. And I was like, I didn't have any place to put it at the time, and I'm like, it would have sat outside or been in this den right here, which Christina does not appreciate, condone bringing parts in the house. I mean, I've done it. I mean, like on the first truck, I had the fenders and stuff in here for months. She
had a whole motorcycle in here.
I had a whole motorcycle. I had her motorcycle in here from California. Yeah, for was 16 months. Yeah, I mean it was, but I mean, she does not appreciate. I mean, she doesn't come out and mess with my stuff in the garage much, and I don't bring parts in here except for like the dishwasher every once in a while when she's gone and things like that. And I try to have it done by the time she gets back so she doesn't know. But now that I have that ultrasonic cleaner, different story.
Yeah.
But valve covers and heads still don't fit in it. So, dishwasher it is.
Exit says, I have several 4-core radiators, old school tanks, but they leak, and no one in my area repairs radiators anymore.
Same
It's a
here.
lost art.
Same here. We had an industrial, the one for the race car in the early 2000s. We had an industrial, which he did, like for big trucks and for forklifts and things like that. And that place is closed up now. There is not a radiator shop, radiator repair shop that I know of. I bet you if I asked around, they might be one, but where there was 5 or 6. Now I'm not aware of any of them.
Yeah, no.
It's cheaper just to buy new.
Well, and two, like I'm learning too, like the aluminum stuff, like not a lot of okay, for my area, right, of the automotive industry or in the automotive world,
The new stuff.
You can't repair a lot of it.
Yeah.
I got a head that's sitting down that I gotta get a new one.
Yeah.
Because it's got 1/10 of a mil of a gap on the head.
Yeah.
That automatically kills the head. The head cannot go on that motor. Brand new lower end. Do my last little check before I put it on, and I was like, uh-oh. Can't go on. Needs a head.
What does that have to do with aluminum radiators?
It's the same thing. It's a lot of aluminum stuff you can't repair.
Yeah, you can't repair. Yeah.
And now, if we could get good enough with a TIG welder, I bet I could.
Well, yeah, but you're not dealing with full aluminum, like aftermarket aluminum radiators, because the stuff you're getting from AutoZone and O'Reilly's and all that, Advanced Auto Parts, they're going to be aluminum tanks with plastic ends.
Right.
And they're going to be crimped, and and they work. I mean, I put a new one in the first truck, and I got a new one in Bamalam with the plastic ends, and tank everything, and it cools great. Doesn't have any problems, and that truck's got a thumper of a motor in it, and it doesn't get hot. But we're not talking about a big block. We're not talking about something that's really juiced up. Yeah, that's where. Yeah. If I'll probably go first, I'll probably go with something with some Summit and Jakes. But then if that doesn't help, then we're talking about specifically like Griffin or Be Cool or something like that.
Mr. Gasket.
Well, no, Mr.
No. Mr. Gasket. I can see the package.
Tanner has another question, or just a verification, I guess. Says, to be clear, stay with the break-in oil for the first 300. Don't use something like Valvoline VR1.
No.
I use Lucas break-in for initial startup.
Okay. First 20 minutes. Once you're done, shut it off. Let everything cool all the way down. But while it's cooling, dump the oil from the break-in for the cam. Put new break-in oil in it. Let it cool completely down. Let everything down to room temperature. And then start it back up with the new break-in oil for the first 300 to 500 miles. Then you can change it again
to VR1
to whatever you want to put in. Yeah. But if you're flat tapping, you got to remember it's got to have some of those minerals in it. It's got to have the zinc in it. That's why I like Shell T4, Rotella T4, because it still has a lot of that in it. But now they're even saying Rotella. I don't know if you guys watch the Motor Oil Geek or not, but there are companies that are making stuff for the older stuff that has the correct zinc balance in it. Amsoil is one of those.
Yeah. Amsoil has been a market leader in old school.
Royal Purple and Lucas and all them. They have specific oils made.
Lucas actually makes a specific zinc additive for your oil, and it'll I read it on the bottle because we had a guy order one from the shop because he's building an 82 Z28, and he's putting a brand new 427 in it. He's got a thumper too. He's got a stage 2 281 cam in it as well. But he ordered that thing, and I never really even paid attention, but on the back of the bottle, on the zinc additive for Lucas, it tells you, like, okay, this is an 11-ounce bottle. You need X amount of oil for
the right
this era,
for the right combination.
Yeah, for this era, and then they have another one. They have another. It's like a grid. It's like for this area, use this much oil with this additive. This much oil for this additive. You know, and it just it's pretty cool.
Yep.
Okay.
And then AMSOIL, we have access to AMSOIL website at work, and they sell a kit. They sell kits.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They're
like,
pricey.
Yeah, yeah. Like like your 78 to 87s, they'll have a kit for it, and then like the late to mid 90s, they have a kit
for the roller cams and all that. Yeah.
Larry said that would be a good build video. Show us how to build one. Sorry.
Build one what?
I think he's talking about the radiators. I'm not sure though.
Oh.
And then
well, the engine build video is coming out, the new one with yeah.
No, I think he's talking about radiators. Hold on, Judy. We'll come back to your question. Costs more to have a radiator repaired than it does to buy a new aluminum one.
And that's the rub right now. Yeah.
Yes. And then Judy says, "Is that Miss Christine or Presley behind the camera tonight?"
Presley.
It is Presley. It's me.
Miss Christina is wrangling babies.
I'm not doing it. Exits says was looking for a replacement 4-core, but they are ungodly expensive and they are plastic.
Yeah. And that's what I don't understand is like
it's cost.
Yeah, I get it, but in the longevity of it, like if the consumer is looking for longevity, why not just sell longevity? Common sense, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then the truth says was watching Engine Masters and they said belt fan can rob as much as 17 horsepower. Are you running electric fans?
He is not.
No, I am not.
I think he should. Now, if you go to aluminum core, like full aluminum radiator, I think you should. Most of them are set up that way, but
Larry said no, the run stand.
Yeah. No, I am a firm believer in clutch fans and shrouds. That's why, like I said, I can do a little, not so big radiator, but it's going to pull a lot of air. It's going to cool it because it's coming the right way. Like the first truck, Texas Joy, had clutch fan and shroud. Familyland's got clutch fan and shroud. There's nothing to go out, nothing to go wrong. There's no relays to burn up. There's no wiring. There's no flip switches. There's no temperature switches. There's no nothing. It's just you start that thing up and it starts pulling air, and it cools. And that's for me. The peace of mind is that 17. Now, on the drag car, I had electric fans. Because in between rounds, when you're running brackets or something, you know, and you ain't got a lot of time, it's nice to be able to flip a switch and have it pulling air through the radiator and cooling that engine down in between rounds. That was, that was nice. But I mean, just for daily driving, it's always going to be clutch fan and shrouds. Just for fun, for just driving to the parts store and back or the grocery store, or just a nice afternoon, roll the windows down, turn the radio on for a drive, clutch fan and shroud all day long, baby.
Now, if you want a video on how to wire one up, I've wired several of them up, so we can make a video of that.
Yeah. But if we make a dedicated drag truck instead of a drag and drive truck, then it'll get electric. It'll get electric water pump. It'll get electric fans. It'll get a manual steering box. It'll have everything pulled off of it besides the alternator for drawing power off that engine.
Well, yeah. But if anybody needs like a layout, not specifically like just an explanation of it, I'm here.
Well, eventually we'll do that too.
Yeah.
But like
I can just draw it out.
Even on Christina's Mustang, it's going to have a clutch fan or a regular fan and a shroud. It's not going to be electric.
Yeah. But I tell you, just going down to Georgia and learning that whole course on, like, I thought I knew a lot about wiring and all. I didn't know nothing,
But you're learning.
but I learned fast.
Larry says, I bought an aluminum radiator from Wizard Cooling and it seems to work fine for my 41 Chevy.
Yeah.
Exit says, years ago, I used to use Rotella 15W40 for engine/cam break-in. And Tanner says, thanks for the info. It's a big block Mark. I don't know if that's supposed to be a 4.
It's 4. Mark
okay.
4.
Mark 4 I've built. I found some 781 heads
Ooh.
for it and put those on. Just started it for the first time a day ago.
Yeah. 781s. Yep. They are the best flowing stock iron big block heads. 781s. That's what I had on the drag car. Yeah. They are great. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, I need to get the new shop up and running so I can go up at Uncle Dave's and get my 10 truckloads full of big block stuff.
You guys need to help me convince Buck that we need a show car. I want a show car.
Y'all can borrow a bay and build your own show car. I'm not. Yeah. No, I don't want one that I'm afraid to park in the Walmart parking lot. No.
It doesn't go to Walmart. It goes to shows and it goes home.
But that's no
and
fun.
And then you drive it around every few weekends to show it off.
Yeah, when it's nice.
Because then you'll have little kids in other cars go, oh, look at that. Like the boys do. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Wyatt, the little one, loves the hot rod. Loves Bam-A-Lam. Started up, he comes running. He wants to get in the cab. He wants to feel it. He's big old smile. He just comes running. Yeah, it's great.
John's like, no.
John don't like loud noises.
Yeah. Okay. Exit says yes. Post videos of wiring up electric fans. I want to run 2 10-inch fans on my 85C10. Wiring relays, grounds, power, fuses, etc. I also want to wire up a 90 amp alternator.
One wire? Yeah.
An old school one wire.
Yeah, I got one of those on the shelf.
Tanner says, do you think they lose torque from peanut ports?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's you're choking off a big block. You're giving it half the air that it wants. They did that for emissions. And they're terrible. I mean, they're awful heads. Peanut port heads are awful.
Dave. Dave's here.
What did Dave say?
Yes, please. I need the room. Larry says, what size fuse and wire should I use for a 16-inch spall can? SPALL?
SPALL?
Yes.
Spall?
Spall can?
Spall cam?
Can.
Can?
Oh, okay. Explain what that is.
Spall can. You mean small can?
It says spall. SPALL. What size fuse and wire should I use for a 16-inch spall can?
Spall fan.
It says can.
I know, but it's fan. It's auto.
Okay, so there's a magic number that if you ask any wiring guy they measure it by amperage and how many amps you're going to run, resistance, whatever, right? So what I tell everybody is, it depends on the load, right? So your fan is going to need 12 volts, right? So you're probably going to run a 20 amp, right? Or a 20 amp wire, 18 amp wire, right? So your amperage should never go higher than the gauge of the wire. Never. So if you're running a 16-inch fan on 20 gauge wire, you'll never put anything bigger than a 20 amp fuse. Now your relays is a different ballgame. Your relays can handle up to like 150 amps. Your fuses are basically just savers. They're safety equipment. If too much flow comes through, it burns the fuse up instead of burning up the component.
Or the wire.
Yeah, for the wire. So I always do 5 amps lower than the gauge. So, or scratch that backwards.
5 amps above the gauge.
5 amps above the gauge. Yeah.
A little bit larger than required.
Because the lower the gauge, the bigger the wire. Now, once you get to like 6, 8,
Will you go
all
lay
that.
down?
those are like main power, main ground. So it's for multiple items.
Okay, we've overtech them so far.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Sorry, it's a lot easier. If I could draw it out, it'd be a lot easier.
Anyway, hey, you know where there's a big pad that you could draw it out?
In the garage.
In the garage.
When you go out in the garage, it's cold as balls out there in the garage.
Whoa, language.
Yeah, we had to pull some of the heaters to open the cabinets and keep the water supplies warm when it's below 10 degrees because nothing's buried in Oklahoma. Everything is the water faucets are next to the sinks on the outside. I got the cups on them, the Dolly Partons and stuff on them, but yeah, it just But we never even flickered. Power never even flickered. So, but we'll be using the generator for working in the garage until we get the electricity up and running.
Where was I? Tanner's on my side. He said a classic 4-door Impala to cruise everyone around in with a big block, of course.
I'm thinking like an 86 4-door 1-ton.
I'm thinking 92 Suburban.
No, you've had a Bourbon.
I'm down for a Suburban.
No, he's had a Bourbon.
I had a 78.
You had a 78.
And it was a turbo
K20 Bourbon.
It was not a 3/4 ton. It was a half ton. It was a fishing rig. And it had it had a 454 with a turbo 400 and like 373 posi in it. It did nothing but drink gas.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't drive 20 miles without stopping for a gas station.
Well, I tell you what though, I remember that. I remember that Bourbon. It was that banana yellow.
Yes.
It was it was. But when Dad turned when he fired that thing off, you knew what it was.
Yeah, it was it ran like a scalded dog, but it passed everything but a gas station, like the old saying. I mean, it was I couldn't afford to drive the damn thing. Yep. And the guy bought it from me.
Big old lid, big old tires.
Just put it in. I had pulled a fiberglass fronted end to like 72 Camaro drag car. And it was just the body, and he bought it and the Suburban, and he just shoehorned it right in. He went racing. He ran it for several years, but he finally blew it up. But that tranny never get out, and he's gone now. He passed. He was a nice guy. He worked at the local scrapyard, and me and him became friends, and he had a bunch of sons, and they just went drag racing. They liked it.
I gave you your attention.
Michael says, I'm surprised John isn't in Grandpa's lap.
Well, no, okay. John is second fiddle when Grandma's around. Papa is second fiddle when Grandma's around.
JB has not had his Nana this whole weekend because of this storm.
Yeah.
So
JB is getting his Nana.
Larry says, fan. He was talking about a fan.
Yeah.
Just had to point that out.
Yep.
Larry, I wasn't poking fun at your spelling. I was poking fun at them not understanding what I was saying. I'll keep on watching. Exit says, I'll keep on watching and waiting for an electric fan conversion video.
It's going to be a while.
Larry says, I'm using 10 gauge wire, 25 amp fuse.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'd
probably use around like,
I might go as big as 8.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't want to go that big.
Well,
again, that's
ain't going to hurt nothing.
Once you get to the 8, there's no controlling it. Think of it as a garden hose. But I'd even go like 14 gauge. I would do like a 14 gauge wire and like a 20 amp fuse.
Hey, go lay down.
But remember, a fuse is just safety equipment.
Okay.
It's not.
I'm gonna read exits and then I'll circle back to Tanner's. Exit says, not to change the subject, but did you boys know that Dolly Parton has a rock and roll album? It's it's at the dollar store, LOL. It was almost an impulse buy.
I'm not gonna lie. Now that you said that, I'll probably go out and buy it.
I think I saw it at Dollar General today. I'm not gonna
Oh my goodness.
lie. Now Tanner says, talk a little bit about BBC timing curves with factory heads and valve sizes, vacuum advice total and initial
Okay.
9-to-1 compression.
I
Hold
got
on,
you.
he's got more.
I
I can go along with the 86 1-ton. The big block is in a single cab dually K30. I did the old Suburbans too.
Yep. Okay. This is how you set timing on a small block or big block. You can go initial, but you need to get a timing tape on the balancer, and you put it up 9-to-1 compression on a big block. You put it at 30. You put it at 3,000 RPMs. You put it at 36 degrees, total in, and lock it in with no vacuum hooked up to it and everything. And then after that, doesn't matter what it is at idle. But that's where you want it as you're pulling past 3,000 RPMs. You want it all in because it's not going to be pulling any vacuum. You're going to be at 36 degrees total timing, and that's where your power. That's where your most power is. So that's the way we always set them. You know, if you have an adjustable timer, just set it at 36 degrees, rev it up to 3,000 RPMs, set it at 0 if it's set at 36 degrees on the adjustable timing light, and you're done. Lock it down, hook the vacuum back up to it because that'll help you on the highway and stuff. But yeah, that's.
He said already have it in their timing tape.
Yeah, but that's how, when it comes to if you want the most amount of power, that's how I do it.
So okay, so you say that, but like, what if you change a degree down, or change a degree up, or change a couple degrees?
Well, that's tuning at the drag strip.
Right, but like, do you think the power will go up as you go up in timing once you hit the 36, or will low end power gonna come in as you go down?
Over 40 years, I've never seen one, unless you're like really, really like 8-to-1 compression or 7.5-to-1 compression. Like, if you're running regular gas, pump gas, and you got 9-to-1 compression or 8.5-to-1 or 9.5-to-1, 36 degrees total time in at 3,000 RPMs. And then it'll be 8 to 12 degrees on the balancer at idle. Mm-hmm. But the mechanical advance of the distributor is what you want to have all the way in at 3,000 RPMs. That's your power band. That's where it makes the most power. That's where they're the happiest. And it doesn't matter if it's big block or small block. That formula works no matter what. Now, there are some engines, aluminum heads may adjust a little bit, but we're talking about 1 or 2 degrees. But your base to start with is 36 degrees at 3,000 RPMs with the vacuum pulled completely off of it, so that all you're dealing with is the mechanical advance in the distributor.
Okay,
that's your sweet spot.
Okay, well, like I said, I know you watch, Engine Masters, and I watch them, and I watch a bunch of other stuff. And we'll put some timing in it, take some timing out of it. Like power curve and all that.
But notice
also there are other factors in those moments that are the aluminum heads, the updated springs and valves and rockers and lifters and push rods.
But even in Engine Masters, if you watch all of it, they very rarely go past 36 degrees total timing.
Yeah.
Very rarely. I mean, like I said, the one they did with the timing at 10 degrees and then 22 degrees and then that 34, and they actually went 37, and it kind of like, but I mean, it's right there ballpark all the time. 36 degrees, mechanical all in, that's your sweet spot. You can adjust from there, but that's where you start.
So what you're saying is they build up to the 36.
Yeah, you start at the 36.
No, but like on Engine Masters,
they went 12 degrees, 22 degrees.
Okay, so they do like 12 degrees at 3,000.
Actually, they went, if I remember, they went 11 degrees, 21 degrees, 30 degrees, and then 35 degrees.
Yeah.
if I'm remembering it right. That
But yeah,
episode.
you build in power that whole time.
Yeah,
And that's where the confusion is that everybody's seeing it on the low end,
right.
ramping up to the magic number versus this is already your magic number. You
Right.
don't have to do steps 1 through 5.
But see,
4.
yeah,
You
but
can just go with 5.
But in general, it depends on your advanced springs and your weights and your distributor.
Yeah.
8 to 12 degrees initial at idle is about where it runs.
I got you.
But yeah, if you really want to really get where it's zinging, past the power band, yeah, then you set it by the RPM range over 3,000 RPMs.
Larry said he would about the Dolly Parton tape. Tanner says, what was the ideal timing at idle? I missed it.
12.
No, I started 8. 8 degrees for a big block pump gas. 8 to 10 is a good start.
Just said 8 to 12.
Well, 8, 12, 8, yeah. But just off of idle, if you're setting it at idle, just 8 to 12.
Let's
start
start
at
call
8.
it in the middle.
10.
10.
Because most generally, a standard GM HEI distributor is about 16 degrees of advance centrifugal force on the weights and springs. That can be adjusted too. They have curve kits. It's called a curve kit, and different colored springs, and they react differently.
Some firms, some softs.
Some firm to soft, just like Holly pump nozzle discharge cams. There's 15 different colors of them and different ramp styles and everything. It's the same thing. You can, if you wanted to spend a day underneath the hood at the drag strip, you could. If you started with timing, and then with jets, and then with pump accelerator cams, and then with curve kits, you could spend hours and hours and hours, one thing at a time, tuning. Yeah.
And now all they do is
Shut up.
and all that tuning goes.
Tim says, I haven't broken a new rebuilt motor since the 70s. This spring, I'll be dropping in a brand new 350 into my C20 and my built 360 into my Demon. What's a good break-in oil nowadays?
Amsoil.
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 Royal Purple.
Yeah, but it's they have specific break-in oils.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Look, that
you go on the
that's a
website.
good point. Look for specifically. You'll see break-in oil.
Yeah, on Amsoil's website, they have all kinds of different formulations, and they actually have their own brand of break-in oil, and they have a tech line, which you can call them up, or you can get in a chat and tell them what your setup is, and they'll tell you exactly what type of oil you need for the break-in.
Nice.
And like I said before, they have kits too. They
have kits. They have full kits. Yeah.
But I did notice that some of the kits weren't available, so you just have to call into their tech line and be like, "Hey, I'm looking for this kit. Do you guys still have it?"
I believe they have a chat line too on the website.
They're good guys.
Yeah, they're the best in the business right now. Amsoil is the premier over-the-counter.
You can blame Fire Nation, but I'm still the Royal Purple guy.
Tanner says, I installed the cam at 4 degrees advanced. So do I add that to my timing?
No.
Example, 32 at 3,000 plus the 4 degrees advanced install.
No.
It's actually more like an 8 to 5 to 1, to be honest.
No. Your cam timing has nothing to do with your ignition timing.
Yeah. Degreeing the cam just helps you set TVC. So if you're 4 degrees advanced on your cam, you're just 4 degrees advanced on TVC.
Yeah, you don't take anything off your timing through the distributor because you've advanced the cam.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a base timing. It might, if you'd advance the cam, it might like 38 degrees. It might like 34 degrees. It's just a matter of what you have to play with it. And the only way to do that is, with a draggy or at the drag strip with time slips, or seat of the pants, so you can tell the difference. It's just a matter of one change at a time and just whittling at it and getting it where you want it.
Tim says, thanks. Exit says, up here at 7,000 elevation, I set my small block at idle to 10 to 12 degrees timing.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've never used total timing. And Tanner says, copy, thank you.
Yeah. Which elevation will change everything too, because it messes with
The air fuel ratio.
your
yeah.
fuel ratio. Which pristine number for that is 12 and a half.
Well, and if you want to fix that problem, just throw some nitrous at it. Nitrous is the
You
elevation.
know what we're gonna do?
Nitrous is the
We're gonna-
elevation,
We're gonna send a rod to God. Hey, there's the next T-shirt. Send a rod to God.
So, oh, that's not bad. Send a rod to God. Nitrous. Send a rod to God.
How do you spell nitrous?
Put NO2. It's nice.
Nice. Fuck.
And then put like Paul Walker's car on it.
Oh,
No.
that's too soon.
That's 20 years ago. So
Has he been gone 20 years?
no, he hasn't been
Oh.
20 years. But it's been a minute. Like it's not too soon.
But I'm kind of getting jazzed. I need to get it on the trailer and get it over, get the front end alignment, but not this week.
Next weekend.
Yep. And oh my goodness,
Oh,
are seatbelts expensive?
Oh, yeah?
Holy cow! You know they want almost $500 for a set of seatbelts. Yes, for a square body, it's like
Isn't that
$480 for a full set for the shoulders and shoulders. Get down there. I don't care if there's a cat outside. Hush,
Get it.
Minnie.
dogs are getting excited. Exit says, lots of really good info tonight, guys. Really good. Especially the timing info. Tim says, I'm at 6,500 in elevation in Colorado. Tuning is different up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely
The
is.
air is thinner.
Absolutely is.
Yeah.
Brad says, have a good night. Tim says, thanks, everyone. Have to run. See you next time.
We'll see you next Tuesday. Remember,
Exit says, I will find
check
a way.
out the new T-shirts.
Exit says, I will find a way to buy a shirt that says, send a rod to God. Fine, I'll get to work on it now.
Yeah,
Get to it.
she's my designer.
She's literally opening up. I want you guys to know she's literally opening up a window to start designing.
To Canva right now, guaranteed. She's on my computer, guaranteed. Yep. It's NITROUS. Nitrous.
Michael says, I like that, but put Uncle Buck's pic on it. I am trying to get him convinced to put his face on a picture, on a t-shirt. And he doesn't like any of his little cartoon
Avatars.
characters.
Yeah,
Mine looks normal.
They
looks like Santa Claus.
they make me look like a dwarf. Big
He
head,
is
little body.
a little disproportioned, but we're working on it.
We're working on it. Yeah.
A work in progress.
Sit down. Sit down. Nah.
What are you hearing?
Dave
There's
says,
a cat.
Oh,
I've seen it. It like ran across.
what does Dave say?
Night Professor Pushrod and Crankshaft Ken.
Professor Pushrod and Crankshaft Ken.
There you go. That picture of you two together in the shop
Yeah,
that we cartooned.
yeah.
Professor Pushrod and Crankshaft Ken.
Da, 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 da.
Super. Tanner says, when you have a new build, where do you like to start with your tuning process? I'm curious if the route you take to get a complete setup you're happy with.
Okay. Like if I have to pull the engine out of Bamland and put the new one in, okay, it's going to get started. The 20-minute startup. But while the 20-minute startup's going, I'm setting the valves as it's running. That's the first thing. Setting the valve lash as it's running, back it off so it starts clacking, make it shut up, and give it a quarter turn. Lock it down with a poly lock. All right. Once that's all done, then it's timing. Leave the carburetor alone. Just get it down where it's idling and get the timing right at 3,000 RPMs. And then it's vacuum gauge on the carburetor, make sure the air fuel ratio is right. And then it's check for leaks, and then make a run and see if it's stumbling on the front, if it needs a bigger squirter in the carburetor, if it needs more accelerator pump, if it needs a different cam and accelerator pump, things like that. It's just a matter of, but that's valves, timing, carburetor. That's where I go. And then run it for a little while, double check everything, lock everything down hard, and play with it from there. And at that point, then it's one change at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once you get the startup, you're in time. So once you're in time, your valves are what's going to produce your air and move your air.
I thought it was camshaft.
And then because you're in time, your valves, and then your big block, small block, 36-degree total timing.
Yep.
And then your air fuel ratio.
Yep.
Then you got to feed it. So
she's over there giggling. I don't know. She just read something funny.
Oh.
What was it? Oh, you told me something about
Larry said, I'm going to bed. Michigan is freezing over and I'm tired already.
Yeah.
Exit says, if you can make a work shirt that says that, I can
send a
wear it
rod to
work.
God.
I work for Toyota GM dealer. Larry says, Uncle Buck, the engine elf. I've got so many ideas now.
You are feeding her
Christmas
fire.
t-shirt.
Christmas t-shirt, yeah. Oh, I do have a question. Like I said, I'm trying to make a deal with the Four Queens on Fremont Street in Vegas. If I was to be able to get you guys like a good code to save you guys some money on your rooms, would you guys use it? I mean, I'd hate to get it set up and then nobody use it. I mean, I'm trying to get some deals for you guys, not me.
You're talking about drop the boys off with the in-laws for a week? I'll go down with that.
But I mean, to get like a percentage off the room code kind of thing, like Uncle Buck's Garage, when you're booking your room and get a price break, things like that. I'm just wondering if any of you guys would be interested in anything like that. Comment down below. Let me know. What time is it, Press?
It is 9, almost 9:15. Michael says yes.
You ain't going to Vegas, Mike. Is that Mike Clark or Mike Scantlin?
Scantlin.
Yeah. I'm just playing. Judy Ann, you doing good tonight? You feeling better? I will admit the house is doing pretty good. I mean, the heater turns off quite regular. It ain't running 24/7. But nope. I got some stuff to do, but like I said, I think this weekend we're going and getting a truckload full of stuff and start wiring up boxes and plug-ins and all that so that we can start doing the installation and getting all that done.
Exit says, would be cool to make the drive to Vegas, but it's not the same. Everything has gotten way too expensive.
Yeah. Well, that's why we like Fremont and we like the Four Queens, because there's no resort fees. And like when we went last November, I mean, it was like $49 a night. And you can't even get a flea hotel for that cheap these days. I mean, it was, and they've always treated us good. And I've never had a bad experience staying, never had a bad sleep at the Four Queens, no matter what kind of room I got, But I mean, if I could save you more money, I'd like to get that deal set up for you guys. Because I'm going. I know I'm going in November for SEMA.
Judy says she is still sore.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's it.
Well, okay. Well, it's
Last minute question.
Yeah, last minute question. Any last minute questions? Members, thumbs up.
Subscribe.
Hit the bell to get notified when we go live.
Huh?
Click the bell so you know.
Yeah, click the bell. Yeah, so that so you get all the notifications, and we appreciate all you guys. We really do. I mean, I look forward to this all week. I think you do too now. Did you know this is number 41? This is the 41st.
41st, huh?
The 41st live. Yeah, almost a year. We're closing in on it quick.
We're about to hit the Mickey Robinson.
Yeah.
About to hit the Mickey Robinson. 42.
Yep. That's next week, and so I guess we'll call it a night. It's an hour and 15 minutes, and he's got to get up early in the morning.
Says, okay, gentlemen, gonna call it a night. Lots of good info. I'll try to make a TikTok vid this week and send them to you. Tanner
Cool.
says, is it just me, or do you guys? This carburetors are just badass.
I'm a carb guy, Holly guy. Yep.
Depends on what I'm doing. Depends on the build and the purpose of it.
Well, what I can't figure out for the carb, he can figure out for the fuel injection and for the on the laptop and all that kind of good biz. So between two of us, I think we can pretty much get anything working.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just drop test everything. Just hold it up in the air and boom.
See what breaks. When it breaks, we'll fix it. So
That was actually as a known secret in the United States Navy is that was an actual procedure.
well, yeah, like for a landing
Computers.
gear or stuff.
No, computers.
Oh,
They would drop test them.
because they got to be able
They
to
hold
take
them chest high and they would drop them.
Well, they got to be.
No. That was like so not working. Like say like a computer or whatever's not working, they'd pull it out, they'd hold chest high and drop.
See if it reset itself.
Yeah.
our tax dollars at work. Yep, our tax dollars work. But okay, you guys have a good week. Be safe. We're going to get another cold snap on Thursday. Everybody keep your
Ears covered.
yeah, and your fingers covered and all that kind of good. Keep your toes dry and clean and warm. And we'll see you next Tuesday, if not sooner.
All right.
All right. Night, guys.
Hey, I don't have to chase the dogs no more. See if they killed each other.
Nope, that's true.